Hello, yogis. Today we're going to start in what we call comfortable seat or Sukhasana pose. You can sit cross-legged, or maybe you want to bring your legs out in front instead. There's a lot of different options. You could also sit on your knees if that was more comfortable. Well, most people tend to sit with their legs crossed, either stacking the shins or what we call crisscross applesauce from our younger days. So just wherever you're at, find a place to settle in, roll your shoulders down and back a few times, open up your chest, take a few deep breaths. And then just start to settle into some stillness in your comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Take a moment to check in. Check in with how it feels just to sit and breathe right now. Check in with your body and check in with how you feel. And we're not going to bring any judgment to any of it. We're just going to observe. And notice if there's any place in the body that needs some extra attention today. Take a few deep breaths in and out, sending your breath all the way down into your belly. With each exhale, gently clear the mind away of anything else outside of this time for your yoga practice. Let go of your day, let go of anything else ahead of you. Just be present. Take a few more deep breaths in. And gently draw your hands into your heart. Gently blink your eyes open. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Join your palms. Exhale your hands down to heart. Let's do that again. Inhale overhead. Exhale to your heart. One more time. If your legs are crossed, switch the cross in your legs. And we'll open up our neck. So just sit comfortably. Inhale and send your chin up, looking up towards the sky. And then exhale, let your chin drop down to your chest. We'll do it a few more times. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, dropping down. The next time your chin comes to your chest, just hold here, sitting tall. Breathe down the back of your neck. And gently roll your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Keep breathing here and look slightly up. And then slightly down. Return to neutral and drop over to the other side. Right ear towards your right shoulder. Gently look up and down. Return to neutral. And begin to roll your shoulders down and back. Just opening up. Take a few deep breaths. And settle back in. Begin to reach your right arm over. You can bend the arm, or you can straighten it, or you could walk your left arm out a little bit more to the side of your mat. Just find a nice side body stretch. Then gently release and make your way to the other side. Left arm over, bending or straightening, or maybe walking out farther with the right hand, or bending the elbow more. One more stretch into the side body, then gently release back to center. Interlace your hands in front of you, and then reach your palms up and overhead. Keep some distance between your chin and chest as you breathe here. One more inhale, and release back down. Take a gentle twist, look over your left shoulder. And other side, looking over right shoulder. Return to center, and we'll transition with legs out in front. Take your hands behind into flat palms, and just press your heart up to the sky. Breathe across your chest. Keep a little bit of strength in your neck. Don't drop the head all the way back. Just looking slightly up. And then as you release, return to a neutral seat and flex and point your feet a few times. Then flex the toes back, inhale up, and exhale towards your toes with a flat back. Wherever the hands want to fall, let them fall. Keep your neck and spine long, draw your belly in as you deepen your fold. Slowly release. Bring the soles of your feet together into a butterfly, or what we call Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. We're just going to sit here for a moment with a flat back, opening up the hips. If you want to, you can lean slightly forward for more. As you release, interlace your hands behind you. Pull your hands back and press your heart forward. Open up the front side of your body. Then release your hands down behind into flat palms, and again, press your heart up, open up your chest. As you release, legs come out in front again. Flex your toes and fold towards your feet, moving with a flat back as you reach up and exhale in to deepen. Begin to release, bend your knees, and just hug yourself into a little ball here. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a moment to lift more out of your chest and relax your shoulders. We're going to try to balance here by tiptoeing first, then flexing one foot and maybe both, and trying to float the heels off your mat. Keep sitting tall, relaxing your shoulders, and breathe. When you release, come back into Baddha Konasana, or that butterfly stretch for your hips. This time take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, draw your navel in and round your upper back. Elbows can pull wider if you need to deepen. Release and hug yourself back into a little ball. This time we're going to try half boat, so you'll bind around the outsides of your legs underneath your calves. Tiptoe back, flex one foot, maybe both, and start to lift. Remember, we're trying to maintain a flat back here. And we're going to do a little bit of a lower and lift to play around with the balance and engage the strength of our hip flexors. Your hands can certainly assist here, but try to let the engagement come through your core and your legs. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go no hands and just hold. We'll only be here for another breath. Release back into your butterfly when you're ready. Take a deep breath in and round from your upper back, drawing navel to spine. Take one more deep breath in. Release and hug yourself one more time into a little ball, just giving yourself a squeeze. And we'll transition into hands and knees, tabletop pose. So set up your knees under hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Keep your back flat for a moment. And feet can be flat or tucked, it doesn't really matter. We're going to work into our wrists, so we're just going to move forward and back, maintaining flat spine. As you press forward, your fingertips might curl, and that's okay. Keep pressing into the pads of your fingertips. Turn your fingers out to the sides. Begin to rock side to side. Keep pressing the ground away. Face the insides of your elbows towards one another. Once you feel balance between both sides, come back to center. And begin to turn your fingers around towards your knees. They may not go all the way behind, just as far back as you can go. And again, we're going to go forward and back, really emphasizing the pull back. As you pull, try to keep the bottoms of your palms grounded. We'll take one more stretch, pulling back, maybe add a little bit of a rounding into the spine, and then release back forward. We're going to move to child's pose, so knees can be hip distance or wider. Sink your hips towards your heels and forehead comes down, either onto stacked fists or flat hands. Or maybe you can bring your forehead all the way down to your mat and you can reach your arms more overhead. Your elbows can be bent or your arms can be straight, reaching out more in front of you. Wherever you are, just find a place where you can relax. Soften your chest and shoulders. If you really need to relax your shoulders, you can even take your hands back and behind you, or bending your arms overhead. We'll be here for a few deep breaths. Just allow yourself to sink in and clear the mind. Begin to press up and find tabletop one more time. We're going to move into cow pose first. Tuck your toes, inhale, drop your belly, and look out. And then exhale, flatten your toes, draw your navel into spine, and round your back for cat stretch. We'll move with the breath, inhaling for cow pose, drawing shoulders back. And exhaling for cat back, rounding the shoulders forward. Just keep moving with your breath, feeling the movement all the way through your spine, from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Take one more round. When you finish with your cat back, have a seat on your knees with feet flat. Now, if it doesn't feel good to sit on your knees, you can just find a comfortable seat instead. We're going to work on opening up our wrists. So we'll start by making fists, and we'll just roll those fists around in circles. Switch the direction of your circles. And keep circling. Just open up your hands and move into full rotation of your fingers, wrists, elbows. Again, making sure to go both ways. Now hold your fingers wide and just circle out your thumbs. Our thumbs get a lot of work these days with smartphones, so we want to make sure to move them around both directions. One more stretch for the wrists. Interlace your hands, reach up and overhead. Keep distance between your chin and chest as you breathe. And then release, transition back into your tabletop, hands and knees pose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up for your first downward facing dog. Now knees can be bent or straight, or they could walk out one at a time. Just put in any movement that you need to in your first down dog, making sure to relax your head and draw your belly in for support. Take a few more breaths to find some stillness and relax out the head, maybe even shake it yes or no. On your next exhale, lower back down to your child's pose. Again, setting up any way you like with your arms. Just taking a moment to relax. Take one more deep breath in and out. Then press back up and find your tabletop, hands and knees pose. As you set everything up, start with wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Then walk your hands a little bit farther forward and shift your shoulders over your wrists to engage your core for a modified plank pose. We can rock forward and back here for a moment just to find that alignment. Once you feel balanced, you can stay here pressing the ground away, or if you want to challenge yourself, you could move into full plank pose. You just step out your legs a little bit farther. Keep your shoulders over your wrists, press the ground away. We'll hold for a few more breaths. And then lower back down to hands and knees. Reset your wrists underneath your shoulders. You're going to ground your right hand. Left hand will reach out to the side, and we're going to keep opening up here. So we're opening into a twist, trying to stack the shoulders. Your neck can look up or down. On your next exhale, unwind and thread the arm underneath. You'll bend your right arm to drop down to your shoulder, ear, or both. Now while you're here, you can explore with your right hand. It can stay where it is, or it could reach towards the top of your mat. Or you could also wrap your right hand behind you around your spine. Wherever you're at, just take another breath to deepen into your twist. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, press to unwind. Reset your wrists under shoulders. Ground your left wrist, reach your right arm out or up, and keep twisting, trying to stack the shoulders. When you're ready, thread underneath, bend your left arm so you can lower down to your shoulder, ear, or both. Left arm can explore just like the right arm, reaching to the top of your mat or wrapping around your spine. Take one more deep breath in and out. On your exhale, unwind, and let's revisit our plank pose. So walk the hands forward, shift your shoulders over wrists, and either step out in full plank and hold, or lower down to the knees. You can decide where you hold. Just engage your core, draw your navel in, wrap everything into center. Neck is long with the spine. And then lift your hips up to a down dog. Take a moment here in your down dog to walk out the legs, bending one knee at a time. And then start to find stillness, driving the heels down. They may not touch, that's okay. We're just pressing down. Relax your head for one more deep inhale. And on your exhale, gently make your way back down to your child's pose. Let's take a few deep breaths here, letting go, slowing things back down. Take one more deep breath in. And then press up and transition around to seated. We'll meet with the legs out in front. And sitting tall, relax your hands down somewhere in the mid-thigh region and press your palms down into the ground so shoulders are pressing away from the ears. Start by dropping chin down to chest, then inhale chin up to the sky. Exhale, look back down. And inhale, look back up. And this next time the chin comes down to your chest, just hold here and breathe down the back of your neck. As you release, begin to roll your shoulders down and back, opening up. Let's open the chest a little deeper by walking the hands behind. Find flat palms and press your heart up to the sky. As you release, bend your knees, walk your feet in close, and hug yourself into a little ball, just like we did before. And then try to balance by flexing your feet and lifting your heels off the ground. Remember to sit tall with relaxed shoulders and long spine. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, roll over, find hands and knees. Then tuck your toes and lift up to your downward facing dog. Holding here and breathing for a few moments. Keep relaxing your head. Slowly start to walk your hands back to your feet and up your legs, finding standing pose. We'll meet in mountain with feet underneath your hips and toes facing forward. Bring your palms forward and down, then inhale overhead. Join your palms and exhale hands back down to heart. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale overhead. Exhale down to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your hands at heart. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Just take a moment to check in with your mountain pose. Start to notice the balance in your legs, making sure you're equal between left and right, front and center. And keep breathing all the way down into your belly. Start to become active in your mountain pose, squeezing your thighs, drawing your belly in, still relaxing your shoulders. And just take one more deep breath in and out here. And gently begin to soften. Blink the eyes open, inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. And let's go into tree pose now. So we'll start first by just finding heavy feet, finding our foundation. Once you feel grounded, squeeze your thighs, lift your knees up, pull your fingers down. So before we find balance on one leg, we have to learn to find the foundation in both. We're breathing into mountain pose. Then we'll bring hands to heart and shift over into the right leg. Turn your left knee out to the side as you lift your heel. You can stay right here, or maybe you stack your heel above your ankle. You could also bring your foot to your calf or above your knee, but you just want to find a place that's not directly on the knee. We don't want to push our knee in a direction it doesn't normally go. Once you feel balanced in your tree pose, just hold and breathe. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Slowly release, shake it out if you need to. And then bring hands back to heart to relax your shoulders. Ground down into your left foot. Turn your right knee out and lift your heel. Decide where you're going to balance with your tree pose on this side. And find center first with your breath. So balancing inhales to exhales. And then softening down into your body. One more deep breath. When you're ready, release and shake it out. We're going to go now into a squat. So we're starting with a wide squat, toes and knees out in the same direction, and start to come down with your hands supporting you. If this feels good, you can drop a little bit lower, going down to your elbows, letting the tailbone get heavier. Or maybe you make your way down to the ground in more of a toe squat, so hands will support you, heels will lift, and you'll come all the way down. Knees and toes still out towards the corners. If you can flatten your feet, go ahead and drop down to full squat and bring your hands up to your heart. We're just going to hold here for a few breaths. Wherever your squat is today. Take one or two more deep breaths. And then make your way all the way back up to standing. We're going back to balance work, so we'll start in mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Ground down your right foot. This time you're going to lift your left knee directly in front of you. Flex your foot and lift up into the lower belly. So it's going to feel like you're sitting into it a little bit. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And if you want more, fingers can go up towards the sky. Take one more inhale, then exhale, release, and slowly lower down. Shake it out if you need to and work your way towards the other side. Soft shoulders, ground your left foot. Right knee lifts by flexing your toes. If you want, arms can reach up. Take one more deep breath, and then exhale, slowly release back down, and shake it out if you need to. We're going back to our squat now, so you can decide which squat option you want to take. Maybe it's all the way down, maybe it's more half supported. Just take a few moments to breathe into your hip spaces. When you're ready, start to make your way back up to your mountain pose. And we'll all meet together at the back of the mat. Let's inhale and reach arms overhead. Exhale through the heart and all the way down to a fold, bending the knees. Inhale, half lift, straight legs and flat back, look out. Then exhale, walk all the way out to hands and knees. Find your tabletop. Inhale, find cow pose. And then exhale for cat back stretch. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow, opening shoulders. Exhale, cat, rounding spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then return to neutral and make your way back down to your child's pose. Take a moment to slow everything back down. Deep breaths in and out. And with each exhale, clear the mind away, letting go. Come back to the present moment. Take one more deep breath in and out. And then press up and transition around to seated. We'll meet together with feet in that butterfly pose, or what we call bound angle. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in, round the upper to mid back. Pull the elbows out wider if you need to deepen. Slowly release, hug yourself into a ball, and then wrap around the outside under your calves for half boat. Tiptoe back, flex one foot at a time, lift up maybe 90 degrees, maybe somewhere in between. Remember, you can always challenge yourself by letting go of the hands, but wherever you are, maintain flat back, relax shoulders, and lift out of your heart more. We'll release and roll all the way down to the spine. Once you arrive, hug your knees into your chest. Start to extend your right arm out to the side, palm down, and twist your knees over to the left in a spinal twist. Make sure to look away towards your right hand so the twist goes all the way through your spine and through your neck. Breathe all the way down into your belly here. Relax deeper with each exhale. Take one more deep breath in. On your exhale, gently release and rotate to the other side. So knees will move to the right, left arm extends, palm down to anchor your body. Look away from your knees towards your left hand. Take one more deep breath in and out. And gently return to center. Straighten your legs, point your feet and flex your feet up to the sky. And while you hold your feet up, try to keep your low back pressing down into the ground, drawing navel into spine. Once you've flexed and pointed a few times, roll your ankles in circles, just making sure to go both directions. And then once you feel balanced, draw your knees back into chest, hands come to the knees, and roll your knees in circles to release your low spine. Make sure to go both directions. And then once you feel balanced, begin to release all the way down to your final resting pose, or what we call Shavasana. You can relax on your back. Some people relax on their side, but it's just whatever feels good for you. As you relax here on your back, just take a few deep breaths in and out, letting go with eyes closed. Start to fully let go of control and sink down more into stillness. We'll move into a deeper state of relaxation now. Begin by just deepening your breath more. Feel your inhales moving all the way down into your belly. And feel your exhales relaxing you down even more. Send your breath all the way down into your belly and beyond. Into your pelvic floor, your hip spaces, your low back. And with each exhale, allow your body to gently move into these new spaces that you're creating with your breath. Just allow your breath to do the work now. Let each breath you take allow you to relax deeper. Take slow, deep breaths in. And even slower, deeper breaths out. Begin to let go of any control over the breath. And just trust that the breath will flow however it needs to. And give yourself permission to sink down deeper. Start to really feel the heaviness in the backside of your body or in all the places that are touching the ground. Feel yourself becoming heavier into each of those spaces. Feel gravity take over. Feel the heaviness of your head weighing you down. Feel it continue down your neck, down your spine, even into your tailbone, letting all of your spine anchor you down more. And as you feel anchored and supported, you can let go more of the muscles. Start to de-wrinkle your forehead, let go of your eyes, let them roll back more. Soften your temples and down your jawline. Relax your upper and lower lips. Settle your tongue into the bottom of your mouth. Relax the spaces behind your ears and down the back of your neck, down across your shoulder blades. Feel the heaviness of your shoulder blades anchoring you down more. And feel the spaces around your heart becoming softer, your collarbones, your throat, the front of your shoulders. Feel the ease of your breath moving through your airways. Feel the ease of relaxation coming over you now. Just allow your arms to be heavy. Let go of your hands and each finger. Begin to relax your whole upper body. And let the feeling continue down into your mid-body and your rib cage. Feel yourself relaxing the muscles between each rib. And feel your belly soften more. Feel your muscles of your entire spine just letting go. Relax your hips and your pelvic floor. Relax your glutes and let your low back be soft. Relax all the way down through your legs and let your feet and toes become heavier. Scan your entire body for tension or anything that still wants to hold on. And give yourself permission to fully let go. With each breath, release and relax deeper. Now is the time to surrender into the non-doing. There is no need to be anywhere or do anything, but just relax here now. clear your mind. Sink into the stillness. And keep breathing here for a few more moments. Start to feel yourself becoming lighter. Feel yourself becoming so light that you could float away from the ground to the sky. Your head is becoming light and weightless. Your arms and your legs are becoming light and weightless. Your whole body is becoming light and weightless. And you are floating higher and higher and higher to the sky. Now slowly feel yourself becoming a little bit more heavier, grounded. Start to feel yourself gently pulled back down to earth. And feel your head becoming heavier. Feel your arms and your legs becoming heavier. Feel your whole body becoming heavier. And you are sinking deeper down, 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 down into the ground. As you sink into the heaviness of your body, feel the connection of your body to the earth. Maybe even becoming so heavy that you feel yourself sink down beyond the floor. Just take a moment here to connect into the feeling of being supported, to connect into the feeling of letting go. We'll breathe here just for a moment more. very gently begin to come back now. Begin to become more aware of your surroundings and the sound of my voice. Become more aware of your breath and your body touching the ground. Start to deepen your breath and create some movement out of your fingers and your toes, or anything else that you would like to start moving. Begin to take a deeper stretch by reaching your arms overhead and stretching the body long. And on an exhale, draw your knees into chest, gently roll over to the side of your choice, and stay on your side for a few moments, eyes closed, breathing deeply. Once you've had 3 or 4 deep breaths, gently begin to press up and find a comfortable seat. We'll meet together with hands at heart and eyes closed. Relax your shoulders and relax your hands down wherever feels most natural, just for a few moments of meditation. Meditation is nothing more than just breathing into stillness in a comfortable place. So find what's most comfortable for you now, just to sit with your eyes closed and check back in. Coming full circle with your practice now, check in with how it feels just to sit here and breathe. Continue holding on to the stillness and the inner peace that you've created in your relaxation. Breathe into a feeling of knowing that this peace is with you whenever you need it. It's as simple as closing your eyes and breathing in and out. Gently draw your hands back to heart. Take a few deep breaths here, noticing all of the shifts that you've made in your yoga practice today. Gently lift your heart to your head, bow your head to your heart, show gratitude for this time to slow down and breathe deeply. And keeping your eyes closed, inhale, reach your arms overhead, join your palms, open mouth, exhale. Do it again. One more breath. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.